infrastructure problems that we face in the state of Michigan. And I don't want to make this flowery at all. I'll just tell you the basics. I'm mad. I'm mad about where we are. I love the state of Michigan. I am proud to have spent my whole life in this state. And by God, I plan to stay here until my last breath. But what I see and where we are, I am absolutely convinced that we deserve better and we can do better. Michigan used to be a leader. People moved here because you could make a good living and raise your family and enjoy this beautiful state of ours and all the natural resources that are inherent to it. People used to come to Michigan because you had great public schools no matter where you moved in this state, and you could raise your kids to be ready to compete with the world. We had the infrastructure and we protected our Great Lakes in a way that we haven't in quite a long time, as we all know, because of what's going on with the pipeline. And we've lost our way. I look at my daughter's Michigan, and I think that they're growing up in a state that looks very different from the one in which I grew up. And I know that we all deserve better, and we can do better. This particular governor and legislature has made decision after decision that has put us in the national spotlight as a sad joke punchline to to the commentary on what's going on with our schools, with Flint, the water infrastructure. And so I want to be a part of fixing it. I'm not patient enough to wait for someone else to fix it. I'm not patient enough to wait for them to get their act together and start putting the people first. I served with 3 different governors during my time in the legislature, and I know what it's going to take to get Michigan on the right track. It's going to take someone who is going to be laser focused on rebuilding our schools and our education system so that our people have the skills that they need to be successful. It's going to take someone who is really going to make the connection to career paths for adults who don't have the skills that they need to be successful, because businesses have come and gone and we're floundering looking for work. There's too many unemployed Michiganders who don't have the skills they need to be successful right now to do the jobs where there are jobs available. But it's also going to take someone who's going to say, by God, we'll do anything to bring more business to the state of Michigan and more investment here. And our Great Lakes are precious to us. They define who we are, and we better protect them to every extent that we can. And that means making sure that there's not oil running underneath the Great Lakes. And so those are the things that come immediately to mind as I think about Michigan and where we are and where we should be. But I'm here to start the process of really engaging with you and making sure that as I build this platform, that it reflects what you see that we need here in this state. So that's the end of the monologue, but I hope to have a little more of a dialogue, and I'd love to opportunity to hear what is on your mind or answer questions that you might have. As I said, this is a long-term campaign.